What's up guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to the garage, and welcome back to another new video. So as you can tell, it's a little bit rainy outside and it's been pretty rainy for the past couple of days. So there really hasn't been much that I can do to the M3, whether that's driving it, going anywhere, taking any photos, any of that kind of stuff. So I've been kind of stuck in the garage with the M3 and it's Labor Day weekend, so we have a little bit of spare time. And there's one thing that I've been kind of putting off on the M3 that I haven't really done that I probably need to. And I figure why not, it's a perfect time. The rain adds a little bit of cooler weather, so it's easy to get this kind of stuff done. So I figured let's take some time and let's get it done. Now, what I'm going to be doing to the M3 is something that I should have done a long time ago. One of my first videos that I posted on this car was almost a year ago. Back in last November, I did a full paint correction and ceramic coating on the entire M3. So I've been doing paint corrections and ceramic coatings for quite a while. I did it professionally for about 4 to 5 years, and that's all I did. I installed ceramic coatings, I did paint corrections, I did a little bit of PPF, as well as just like interior basic detailing, interior, exterior, you name it, wheels on, wheels off. We did absolutely everything. Undersides of the car, you name it, we made cars look absolutely perfect. And it's kind of become a hobby for me, as you guys can tell on the channel. I really enjoy keeping this thing perfectly clean, and I really enjoy just making it look perfect all the time. But one thing I left out when I coated the car the first time is there are a lot of pieces that I ended up not coating, as well as there have been a lot of pieces that I've added to the car since I coated it the first time. So there's a lot of little details and trim pieces on the M3 that aren't coated. Some of those including the front lip. I don't think I've coated the bumper vents. I definitely did not coat the new carbon fiber vent that we have for the CS hood. I know the diffuser is not coated, as well as some of the plastic trim along the back bumper of the car. Some of the plastics on the side, and definitely any of the plastics in the front bumper are not coated, as well as I think I want to coat the underside of the carbon fiber hood. Now I know this might seem like a really small detail to some of you guys, and it's really not going to make any difference to the car, especially not for photos or videos or any of that kind of stuff. But personally, while I'm cleaning the car and for peace of mind, I'll know that the car is absolutely dialed in. And all those little areas, while they don't really show up too much on photos and you don't really see them in person, if you take a really close look at the car, you're definitely going to be able to notice some of this stuff. And being as detail orientated as I am, this is definitely stuff that's always on my mind, especially when I wash the car once a week. It's always something that I'm looking at, always something I see on the car. So it should be really easy. We're just gonna get some of those areas cleaned up and go ahead and get them coated. I'm gonna show you guys the products that I'm using, what kind of products I recommend you guys use on your cars when you ceramic coat them, as well as just all the areas on the car that we're gonna be working on. So first things first, let's go ahead and show you guys what products I'm gonna be using. I'll explain to you guys what I have on the car and why what I'm using for all the trim is gonna be just slightly different. So if we come in here, we have all the ceramic coatings that I use on a regular basis. This is our wheel and caliper coating. This is from Armor Detail, and this is specifically just for my wheels, tires, well not tires, but just the wheel faces, barrels, and the calipers. Then I have XO V5. This is from G-Technic. This is the topper coating that I'm using on the vehicle currently. And then we also have Crystal Serum Light CSL from G-Technic. This is my base layer coating on the car currently, and this is what I'm going to be using to coat all of the exterior trim plastics and all the little details. Now, the reason I'm going to be using CSL over XO or any other dual method, and I'm only going to be using one layer of CSL, is due to how it performs on the car. CSL is super slick and applies really easily, as well as it's the base layer of the coating, so it's doing the majority of the work of the UV protection and chemical resistance. So it's perfect for these little areas that, quite honestly, don't see as much sun as like what you would say on the hood, the fenders, the roof, the trunk. It's definitely not going to get nearly as much abuse, so just one layer of CSL is perfect to go on these areas. So the first area we're going to be getting started with is the rear diffuser. We have it all cleaned up, and basically we just did an isopropyl alcohol wipe just to make sure it is perfectly clean and free of oils. But some of the plastics that we're going to end up doing are also these little areas you can see right here. And I know it might be hard to tell on camera, but if you can tell, it's like a little bit greasy or like shiny on one side, and then it's got some like matte looking areas on other sides. And those are the areas that I was not able to completely coat when I did the car fully the entire time, as well as these like little plastic trims up in here. So these are the little areas that I'm going to be coating on the car today. And I know it's, like I said, it's a really small detail, but to me, it's gonna make the car just that little bit extra and better. I don't know why, but for some reason, those little vents on the back really bug me when I can see the little bit of a difference in the gloss based on the plastic. As well as I know the front lip is not coated. I never got a chance to do it when I applied it. Now it does have PPF on it, and PPF usually has like a semi-ceramic coating on it, so it's been okay. I know these things do not have any coating on them as well. And I think I might try and put some coating, or at least clean up these vents down here. They just end up looking really gross and kind of gray, and they get dirty really easily. So I think just making those little steps will kind of round out the car and just make it that little bit better. So the way we're gonna get to these little areas is by using these little swabs, and these are super useful when it comes to getting those little areas. Basically just going to apply a little bit of the coating, dab some of it onto here, then apply it to wherever we need on the car and just wipe it up. It's super easy whenever you're doing plastics like this. Basically, your only goal is to make sure that the coating looks even. On plastics, it like kind of soaks into the plastic, and you just want to get like an even shine or sheen on the plastic. And once you wipe it up, then you're all good and it's all set to go. So we're gonna go around the car, get all those areas. We're gonna start with the rear, do the rear diffuser, those little plastic areas, and then we'll come up front. We'll do this vent, probably do the underside of the hood, and that'll be a little bit different. And then we can get to the front lip and maybe some of the grills. When you're coating the larger areas like the gloss carbon fiber, you definitely need to be careful that you're not leaving any white marks or any leftover high spots on the carbon fiber. You don't want to leave any like any hazy bits or anything where you didn't get wiped up enough. So the carbon fiber looks really good now. It's really glossy. Like I said, you just need a small application, as well as, I know it's probably hard to tell, but this little black plastic here is a lot more even and a lot more smooth to look at. So it looks way better in general to me, and super happy with the way this comes out. So now let's get over, we're gonna move over to the front vent, and we're gonna get this thing all coated up. Okay, so we've got everything coated that I wanted to get done. I got the front lip, everything on the front, the vent, and I got all the rear, so all the plastic, as well as the rear diffuser. Everything is all coated and looking good. But the next thing I wanted to get done are the grills on the front bumper that always get really dirty, and I just want to get them a little cleaned up. So what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna use another one of these little swabs, and I'm gonna use just some all-purpose cleaner and just go ahead and get down there and scrub in between each one and then kind of wipe it up with a towel, and hopefully we get it looking all good. Now I know obviously the car is not brand new. Those grills are definitely not brand new and they're not perfect. So they're never gonna look as good as new and fresh, and I know they've got like little rock chips and stuff from hitting them while driving behind people or on track. But we can do what we can to get it looking as good as possible. So we're gonna get down there, spend a little bit of time. It'll probably take a little bit of time, but we're gonna get down there and get those things all cleaned up and looking a whole lot better. Okay guys, I got a light on it right here so that you can see, but I went ahead and coated one side. And it's still a little wet, but I don't know if you guys can tell, this side on the right here is way darker and way more black. Looks way better than this side over here, which kind of looks like all dirty and oh, let's see if we can get it to focus. So you guys can see that side looks all dirty, and then this side looks almost new and black. It's just a little bit wet still, so I'm gonna give it a little wipe to dry it off. But we're gonna go through, get all of this coated, and hopefully it should stay nice and clean for at least a little bit longer, probably a few months. And then we're also gonna do these vents here on the side. All right guys, well that part was actually like super tedious. But we ended up getting everything done, so all of the black mesh grills are all completed, cleaned, and then I put ceramic coating on them as well. And I know it's a little bit hard to tell, but they really do blacken up a ton, as well as these side ones over here on the side. But the vents really clean up a whole bunch, and they look way better. Now there is a lot that I need to actually kind of like complete and fully clean. I'll throw a photo up in here, but there are so many leaves and little debris and rocks and stuff that got all up inside the vents, and that's just from driving the car a lot, especially I think driving at the tail of the Dragon kind of did a lot of that. Now I will get that all cleaned up, but it's gonna take getting the bumper off, and that probably won't happen until I replace all of the cooling that I have inside the car. And once I'm ready to do that, then I can clear out all those leaves, and that'll probably improve cooling even more. Well, I'm glad we got all of that done today. I know it's probably a little bit of a shorter video and really simple stuff, just cleaning up a little bit. I ended up not coating the underside of the hood, and that's just because the OEM GTS hood is so special and really rare and hard to get. And while I'm perfectly comfortable coating matte pieces, especially matte carbon fiber like this, I decided it's really not going to serve me any benefit. It's already super easy to clean, and I'm not worried about it fading or getting any sun damage or heat damage or any of that. So I'm just going to leave the underside of the hood completely alone. It's pretty easy to clean as it is. I kind of just wipe it up, and it looks good pretty much all the time. But a little bit of a more simple video today. We just got those little bits cleaned up and applied the extra coating. I will say on the rear, especially with a little bit of light, it's pretty noticeable actually having the carbon fiber coated. It just like adds a little bit of extra gloss to the car, and it really makes a big difference on the rear. As well as having these little side vents here, they just darken up a little bit more, and I feel like they look just a little bit cleaner overall. And the backside of the car just kind of overall cleans up a little bit. Now to me, this took me, you know, maybe an hour or two just to do all these little details on the M3. And while that might not seem worth it to a lot of you, the details are what really matter to me. And these little things have just been on the back of my mind, kind of bugging me, and I knew I needed to get it done when I had a little bit of spare time. So I figured it was a great time to do it. We didn't really have anything else going on today, so spent a little bit of time out here. I love working on the car, I love being in the garage, just kind of tinkering with little things, making this M3 absolutely perfect in my mind. So I'm glad we got those things cleaned up. The honeycomb on the front bumper looks way better, especially those side vents. We got the coating on the front lip as well as the rear diffuser and the rear vent, and everything is looking way better. Well, it's unfortunate that the weather is not cooperating with us this weekend. The sun's coming out a little bit now, but it's been really wet and rainy, as you guys can tell. I would love to get the M3 out. I've been really enjoying the car lately, especially with the E88s. I just think they look absolutely fantastic on the car, and I feel like it gives the car an entirely new look. But that's going to do it for today's video. Just a little bit shorter, a little bit of a more simple install. install if you guys will. Keeping good care of the car is something that I find super important, and it's always necessary to do these little things to keep the car looking in good shape, especially when you beat on it at the track and drive it so many miles, so hard, chasing close behind other people. When I tell you there are rubber marks all over the front bumper, you just got to take care of those, keep them clean, keep the hood clean, and the rest kind of takes care of itself. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching today's video. If you did, please leave a like, leave a comment. I'll see you guys in the next video.